On the Diamond Crusaders podcast show. I always have to do this shitty ass rhyme. Um, we're coming in here with,
Half drunk and half awake.
well, yeah, I mean, we are coming in half drunk, half late, a little late. Well, we do have KK. How's it going?
How you doing?
Yeah, and then we also have Call Me Hefe.
How's it going, guys?
All right. So this week, well, we got quite a few things we want to talk about. Of course, it's going to be gaming related because we're nerds.
Nerds.
Yeah, right. So I wanted to start with though, guys, and if you guys are watching right now, do I need to link you?
Yeah, if you would.
All right.
I'm already there.
Here, I got it. And if you guys are watching right now, yep, there we go. There, hang on. Something I'll work on.
Struggling.
Yeah, it's something I'll work on. Anyway, so there's been some hilarious internet comments about basically, like I'm a huge Marvel vs. Capcom fan. Like I don't like fighting games generally, but like Smash Bros. And Marvel vs. Capcom, fucking nailing it. And I was on the site Dorkly, and they were basically sharing all these tweets here. If you want to kind of go down the list here, and you'll kind of see the hilarity that ensues with the way they've actually rendered these characters on, uh, you know, modern gen fucking consoles. Yeah, you see this shit? It's like retweet if Peach Rabbit unironic. Like, I mean, we could just kind of go down the list here.
I don't know anybody who ever seriously enjoyed the Rabbit games. Actually, never mind. Scratch that. I've met a few people, but I did not enjoy them.
So, I guess we can talk about that a bit. Yeah, I know. So, and here, glad to see Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite's art direction is being faithful to the comics, right? But,
Oh my goodness.
So the rabbit, I was never a huge fan of the rabbits either. I'll be honest, but if you've seen the newer one, and if you'd like, I can throw up like a quick trailer. They're doing like a turn-based strategy with like Mario and Luigi and Peach and
Yeah,
all that.
it's
And
XCOM, but with Mario and Rabbit.
Yeah.
exactly, it looks super fun. Look at this.
Yeah, it actually does.
Marvel vs. Capcom versus Graphic Design Infinite. I like how the new roster is slightly bigger than the original roster. It's kind of disappointing.
I remember actually playing that all the time because they brought it over to the Xbox 360 marketplace, and I remember picking it up.
Yeah.
Is the roster really that small at launch?
Yeah, and it's okay. They're just gonna charge you like $15 for two characters. So.
God, here comes DLC.
And then here you go some more. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is the first time I'm seeing fans begging for the game to be delayed. I mean, that's accurate. Like I've seen these screenshots and I'm like, what engine are you using? Like, I thought they would use the Street Fighter engine. Am I wrong?
Those look like PS2 screenshots.
No shit, right?
And not pre-rendered screenshots either.
Marvel vs. Capcom Dante here. It's like, how do you feel, fellow demon hunters?
Oh my goodness.
And now it keeps getting better. Somebody told me Dante in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite looks like Tony Hawk, and now I can't get this image out of my head. And I mean, yeah, kinda.
Speaking of Tony Hawk, was anybody super disappointed in the Tony Hawk game that came out? Because I was a massive fan of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater back, and just to see them completely change the series.
I didn't have much hope for it. I wasn't one of the ones that got hyped because for me the series has been dead for years. So I just kind of took a passing interest, and when it tanked, I just kind of laughed and went on my way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the Tony Hawk series was, yeah, but I was really hoping for this rebirth. But yeah, that is hilarious how they bring that out right there.
And they really tried
in order to like reference it.
And not to make a shitty pun here. I mean, they really did just try and kind of skate off some nostalgia, and
yeah,
and really just bank off of that. So didn't quite work. And then I mean, pretty much they're just talking shit about how like the graphic art's just gotten really
They should
weak.
take a lesson from the Andromeda art team. Maybe they'll get better.
Yeah, no shit. Android 18 versus Captain Marvel. Dragon Ball Z Fighter versus Marvel versus. I mean, I'd actually play that. Let's be real, but. Oh yeah, here's some good comparison. Get the fuck out of here, ads. Anyway, enjoy all the Best Buy ads. But yeah, so I think
Where's
this
your
is.
ad block, bro?
I don't do that specifically for. I mean, Google.
When I go to sites with cancerous ads, I do it.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm just disregarding them. We're here to look at. So I think this is Street Fighter V, which again, I'm surprised they're just not using this engine because, like, what's going on here? And then, I mean, I'm pretty sure this is just from Devil May Cry 4. And then, what the fuck's going on here? Like, he looks like he molests children. You see the fucking dead-eyed stare he's got? It's disgusting.
Oh yeah, that's something that'll visit you in a nightmare.
Yeah, and so this is really what I want to talk about, just because I'm not huge into fighting games, but holy shit, what the fuck did they do?
I mean, they're trying to make him intimidating. What do you mean? That's clearly intimidating.
Yeah, I rape people. Like, yeah, that
Exactly.
that's pretty intimidating.
You know, if you get queued into a match against that guy, that you're just gonna be penetrated for that entire match.
Yeah, hey, I guess, fuck.
I just can't get over that face.
Right, I know. Well, this one's the most high
Like
def, which is strange.
it almost looks like his face is looking at the rabbit, and the rabbit's just
4K,
his
guys.
response.
It's 4K.
Yeah. There
You're not watching in
Oh my
4K.
God.
That's why it's not good.
Get the hell outta here.
The rabbit's like getting horny because of the rape eyes that Dante is sending him. Is that what you're saying? I see that.
Exactly.
All right. And so that's just brief. I feel like maybe a lot of people don't realize what the fuck are they doing essentially. But we can roll into. So KK wanted to talk about some Payday.
Payday 2 rolled out the Ultimate Edition earlier this month.
I really wish I would have gotten in on that free drop that Steam did.
Yeah, I didn't even know about it till it already ended. Otherwise, I'd have told you guys straight
I
up.
know. I saw that Steam even emailed me about it, but I don't check my email on a daily basis, or at least not that.
But anyway, there is a significance to them releasing this. It signaled the end of all paid DLC for Payday 2.
Okay.
Any and all future updates will be given for free. So they gave out the Ultimate Edition. Get all the DLC.
That's
4 years worth of DLC.
Yeah, that's actually really good.
Yeah, if you look at the list of the DLC, there's a lot too. And these aren't like small, like Ubisoft levels of, oh, you get a little gun here. No.
I mean, are
they
these all
brought out
different
full-on
missions?
heists.
Yeah. You get weapon.
Yeah, a lot of them have
John
different
Wick.
heists in them.
Yeah.
There are some smaller ones that do have just like guns and stuff in them. Those are like the gauge packs. But yeah, got a few character packs, some gun packs, but the rest is really just heists.
I mean, I played the original and it was pretty fun. I definitely have wanted to scoop up the second one, but there's not ever really been anybody that's, I don't know, that I've known that's played it. And I'm also a cheap piece of shit, so there's a conflicting ideology here for me.
Yeah. The thing is, though, when they rolled this out, it wasn't just that they had consolidated all their DLC. They actually brought in a few updates in there, because you'll see the little desync thing that they have there. It's because for years they've had problem with desync online. When they were playing with other people, they would not be where they were. If you weren't the host, you get weird desync all over the place. They've cut it down. It's like minuscule now. So they have overhauled the servers, the game, basically saying, okay, because we're not giving you any more long-term support, so we're getting ready to move on, we're going to make this game solid enough so you can play it for years.
I like how they're telling the story actually through a live-action video too, which not something you see very often anymore. Like it was definitely something you'd see a lot, maybe early 2000s, late 90s.
Yeah.
And so I mean, even just watching this fucking trailer
Not
right now,
expecting anyone
it's I don't know, it's given that like nostalgia push, which is always good.
Yeah, there's a couple of things in here that it's really noteworthy. You can play John Wick.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in the game.
Hold on,
They did-
I did see this shit.
Wait, do you get his doggo?
No, his dog is in the game.
Oh,
But
no.
you do get
I
his
mean, the
favorite
dog
gun.
was a murder.
That means that it's after. Ooh.
But you do
I
get
see
his
why he's in
favorite
the game
guns.
now.
The biker fight actually brings Ron Perlman.
Yeah.
I think, I can't prove it, but I think they tried to get a deal going with Sons of Anarchy, but it didn't go through. But Ron Perlman came in and played a different character.
Ron
That is
Perlman
basically a rehash of his character from the show.
Ron Perlman kind of just does everything. In all honesty, like not to knock the guy because he's just really fun and a ton of shit.
Oh yeah, he's all over the place and it's great.
But they're like, hey, do you want a paycheck to do some ridiculous shit? And he's like, I'm Ron Perlman. Yeah, I want to do some ridiculous shit.
And one of the more recent ones is they added Scarface.
Oh, dude, now I can do
Okay.
coke in game and in real life and just get hype as shit. Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, yeah, exactly.
And there's a heist where you actually raid the mansion from the movie.
I mean, I feel like at
Scarface
that
is-
level of tweaking, you would just be omnipresent both in life and in the game.
Omnipotent. Let's be real here.
Omnipresent. Definitely not talking
It's
about
just-
somebody.
I'd be both. Here. I mean, I get what you're saying. So yeah, here. I mean, we can kind of go over these real quick. Why not? I mean, I guess they're not really telling. But yeah. Oh yeah, Scarface heist. There you go.
That's a fun heist. I was actually doing that the other day.
So, if you go ahead and pick up Payday now, any further DLC beyond that point, you'll go ahead and get for free? Or are you going to get
Yes.
everything that's right there as well?
Because the Ultimate Edition is the only thing you can buy currently. Yeah. It looks like the normal price is going to be like $90.
Oh shit,
But
yeah.
right now it's $40.
Yeah, if you look, it says
Okay.
90.33 for essentially the game, and it's what the fuck does it say? Like
48 DLC.
Yeah, exactly. So, oh hey, this one technically free, but that's really cool. I don't know. It's definitely something I might pick up, and maybe we can all stream it soon.
Yeah, if you ever get it, I'll take you through. I've been playing it for a while.
Yeah, I'm down. I mean, I've played the original game. I think I got it on PlayStation Network for free, because you get the free games as long as you're paying for their shit. So,
Yeah. There's a whole lot more to the game, though. You've got like masks, primary guns, secondary guns, utility items, perk decks, skill trees. It's all over the place. It's got run and gun. It's got stealth. All of it.
yeah, and they definitely they had a good idea going. At least when I played the first one, it just felt very middling. So if they definitely
that's what a lot of people said.
Yeah,
and
it-
Payday 2 fixed all of it.
Yeah, if they improved on the mechanics, fantastic. Definitely, I would say worth playing, because even the first game was worth playing. I just wouldn't pay a full $60 for it, essentially. So, I don't know. Yeah, again, I'll scoop it up soon, and for the people watching, maybe we can all get a video going. We'll go rob some banks, John Wick.
Take it to the bank, drop some gold bars for you.
Yeah, push it to the limit. Living.
Some Mission Impossible shit.
Yeah. And then as far as so Hefe, I know you were really excited because I don't know, something just got you hype as fuck.
There's
So
one
you
more
wanna-
thing
Oh yeah.
I want to add. Last thing, they are actually going to be dropping support for Payday 2 later this year, which makes me think that Payday 3 might be coming out sometime next year.
Well, we're getting Payday 3 before fucking Left 4 Dead 3.
Naturally.
Are these
But
facts?
it's just me suspecting it because
Oh, okay.
they were supporting it for so long. Game came out in 2013, and they're just now dropping support.
Yeah.
Well, I guess only time will tell for this.
We'll see.
Now, I know Hefe here was hype as shit, so we'll go ahead and slide in the DMs on what he was hype as shit about. And,
Yeah, so lately, I don't know, I think it's just been my nostalgia bone kind of kicking in, and I've just been going back through and listening to some old stuff. So, more or less what I want to talk about is, like, what's your guys' favorite soundtrack when it comes to, you know, video games? I sent you a couple of different links just to show people, but definitely, like, Sonic Adventure 2. I remember running down that hill the first time, hearing the song in the background, and it just went so well with the game. Yes.
Yeah. Hold on. So I gotta say, that was like the peak for Sonic too. The way that game starts out is like you're breaking out of a helicopter and then you're fucking snowboarding down the streets of San Francisco. It's just
Yeah,
it was-
exactly.
and then you got this ridiculous like over the top pop rock song, which it's not bad. I'm not saying it is, but it fits, and you're just like, yeah. It really got you into the mood to play the rest of the fucking game. You're like,
My favorite song from that track, though, is actually "I Am the Eggman." God,
I
I
am
could
the
rock out to that.
Eggman, the one with the
That's
master
what
plan.
I am.
I mean, it's a little
Yeah.
ridiculous as shit, but yeah.
And then, so I mean, going along with that, I guess it would also go into like, when you put in a game and the very first couple notes that you heard, like, did it get you just hype as hell? Because that is what the Mortal Kombat theme song always did for me whenever I loaded it up.
Before we slip over to Mortal Kombat, I gotta say, this specific Sonic Adventure song starts off with like just a heavy ass bass line, and so again that just really gets bam 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 bam, and you're just like,
Yeah.
I'm fucking ready,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
And this shit over here. You're gonna fucking, it's the movie song, I guess. Like,
Well, they added it to the arcade game, I guess, and then afterwards, I definitely remember this.
lol.
Because we have a kind of like a GameStop, but it's like a local place downtown in my area that has a Mortal Kombat song. So when I go in there and you know, toss the last couple quarters I have in my change into playing a round or two of Mortal Kombat.
But yeah, show your age there, buddy.
Yeah, no shit.
So this is probably the oldest one here.
It's fine. I mean, legitimately, the song works to like get you hype. I don't know. I was never really huge into Mortal Kombat because it seemed like the entire selling point was just being over the top, and which is generally fine. But
Coming from a JoJo's fan, that's a weird complaint, sir.
the whole gimmick is like, oh, it's super bloody, and so like all these kids are like, I'm so mature because I'm watching people's skulls get ripped out, and it's like, I mean, are you? Because you're referring to it like you're a giant child.
I mean, you're a giant child making fun of other giant childs, so I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Hey, look, again, this soundtrack does get you hype as shit. To just tell some funny shit here, I guess. I was huge into the movie, right? Of course, and everyone was.
It was.
Yeah. And
Except for that, like, terrible CGI ending.
Yeah.
No one cared at the time.
Yeah, exactly. But me and my brother, we used to, like, if we weren't actually like upset at each other fighting, we'd spar and stuff just to like, I don't know, fight because we were boys, you know, whatever. And something that would get me hype as shit is actually fucking the Mortal Kombat soundtrack. And actually, here, hold on.
Yeah, it was definitely
This
a
one,
really good soundtrack.
yeah, this one used to get me hype as shit myself.
I had the full soundtrack for this one too.
Yeah, I had like the CD. It was just like, like what, industrial fucking EDM of the '90s, essentially, just over the top of shit. And so this shit would get me hype as fuck, and I'm like, yeah. So, I mean, I kind of get it still, but
I don't know. I just feel like it went so well with the game. You know, every time
it
you
does.
hear that yell out for Mortal Kombat, yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
you
like
hear that
rip their
yell.
fucking spine out.
yeah, I mean, it definitely does. I'm not gonna lie.
I think of all the fighting games I've ever played, the soundtrack for that one really hammered home that you're about to beat the shit out of somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Street Fighter's like this basic, just like music based off of like, oh, they're
Street Fighter's
American.
got good music. It's got good music.
It does.
But Mortal
for
Kombat
what
had
it
that
is.
music that said,
Yeah.
you're gonna beat the shit out of somebody.
Yeah, it had that
Yeah.
pump music, whereas like Street Fighter definitely had good music, but it's definitely more like, I don't know, it's just like setting the mood, whereas this was just like get pumped and fuck shit up, you know?
Yeah, they were focused on character themes rather than
Yeah, exactly.
just an overall soundtrack.
Yeah, absolutely.
This guy had one other thing though, which
Yeah, which is a lot more casual. I remember from when I was younger, and I used to play this with my family all the time, which is Cruising the World. Just your classic N64 racer game.
I played this shit in the arcade. I don't think I ever really played it on 64, but I played it in the arcade a lot.
I played it so much on N64, it was ridiculous.
the music
And
is,
I mean, like we would have like 4 people. It was a good time playing this.
the music is like 100% fucking like 90s
90s.
power, yeah, 90s power ballad shit. It's funny because I mean I understand, like when I was growing up I used to play Rad Racer, I think, on the original NES like all the fucking time with my dad, so I kind of get the general idea, like if you're just playing some jank ass racing game with your family, it's like, yeah.
And I mean, like, you know, you're just sitting there talking shit, trying to like smash somebody into something, and this old pop song is just playing on, just giving you a nice vibe as you're like slowly demolishing your family.
When I clicked on a play to hear that music, I was just right back in the fucking kid. Holding the original Game Boy with Pokemon Blue. Going
Oh
to
my
fucking-
goodness.
The first Pokemon movie. It was like so 90s.
So, I don't know, I guess, because I know KK was also, like, we were basically debating who wants to talk about what here, so, do you want to move to
Go
yours
ahead and
first or
take
me
it.
first? Alright.
Take it, because yours was supposed to be my first anyway.
So, of course, which I still actually, like, I know you said Final Fantasy 15 has overtaken it. Chrono Trigger has to still, it's a game I play at least once a year, and it's got music that you can actually just kick back and listen to. It's really, they're very, like, even though they're MIDI as fuck, they're just orchestrated so well and written so well that it's like, if you need to like name a soundtrack that you can think of, like, listen, you would, before you even started the game, this played, and you just get hype as fuck. You're like, all right, I'm gonna travel through time and fucking fuck shit up.
Go on a magical adventure through time. Let's
Yeah.
do this.
it's super fucking good. And I mean, I really wish they would bring in like another Chrono game.
Little note.
What's up?
The very first time I ever played Chrono Trigger was at a friend's house, and I was like 8, 9 years old. It was beautiful, and this soundtrack sold me. The soundtrack they sold me.
The classic.
Same reason I went and hunted this game.
Yeah, like you can just listen to the music and just feel really good about it. Like, I mean, I almost kind of want to hop around and just like. So you gotta even so this is you're wandering around the the world, right? Let's see.
Yeah, there's so many good tracks on this one. It's just the most iconic is definitely the main intro, though.
Yeah, of course. Here's you're in the medieval times after you hit time travel for the first time, and it really makes you feel like what I like about it is that. Like, when you first, because this is the first time you time travel, right? You go from the year 1000 to 600, and you're just like, okay, this is kind of interesting. And then, but you kind of go out after having to fight, like, waves of enemies, and you get this kind of, like, really peaceful song, and you're like, oh, everything's, like, really chill here.
Yeah, it did a fantastic job of setting the mood and theme of whatever it was.
Yeah.
Like when you're in the festival at the start of the game, it's very cheery, upbeat. You brought you into a festival.
Even another thing I really like, each character has their own soundtrack. So I mean, I'll just throw them on real quick. I'll go through them. I guess we'll just start with. Like, it's one of the first games I would say has like character soundtracks. And
Really?
it kind of really, yeah. I mean, I feel it does, and it really sets the like the type of character they are. Because when you're going through the game, for example, you go to prehistoric times with her, and she's she's obviously like a cave woman, and you can tell, and she's just very she's like very powerful. Like she's like the tribe leader.
Is that a Android 18?
Yeah, it's the same artist. Yeah, it is definitely.
Yeah, he did the art for this game.
I like how when you go into the future, Robo has like this fucking 80s power ballad shit. It's kind of funny as shit, but it still like really works to understand. Like, you kind of get the oh shit. It's just like feel good 80s music. It's like I always find this really funny. And then of course. Here, I got two more I'm going to throw up. We got Frog, which really just kind of tells, like, because Frog himself is tragic as shit. Well, all this shit.
Oh, yeah, his storyline is so tragic.
His storyline's tragic as shit, but at the same time, like, he's fighting to prove that, like, he can live up to his legacy. And so, even in the theme, you can hear that, like, it's all there, and finally, I'm gonna go with my favorite character in the game, which is like when you first fight him, he's your enemy, and you can either you could either later kill him or recruit him, but when you first fight him, he essentially has this overbearing presence. He's like, oh, you guys are really going to try and fight me right now? Okay, and then this theme loads up, and you're like, oh shit. Shit's going down.
God, there's so many, like, specific things you have to do to not kill him.
Yeah.
Because everything except one thing will kill him.
Exactly, yeah. And so... Oh, go ahead.
He's the best mage in the game.
Yeah. I mean... I actually, when I first beat the game, I got him, and I got the silver earring, so that, like, it cut his magic in a fourth, and I basically just cast Dark Matter on everything, and they all died, all the time. So, it's really, like, just a classic. It's an innovative, it's really a good game, like, from its art design to its soundtrack to just the way the story is told. it is something I feel everyone should play, and that's why I play it like all the fucking time, like at least once a year again, like I said. So, Hefe, look into that. But we'll and then we'll roll into here, KK.
This one was close second to yours, so I'll take this one instead.
No, I feel you. It was a toss-up.
Fucking Legend of Zelda soundtrack. It just pick a game, but this one specifically, the theme for Ocarina of Time is just
I like this. There's the overworld, which I'll throw up in a second. For kind of just any of them, especially Link to the Past, though.
yeah. Ocarina of Time was literally the very first video game I ever bought with my own money. I had saved up for weeks and finally got it and bought it out of the fucking pawn stock in town. And when I loaded up that music, I just sat there and listened to it for a good 10 minutes.
Something I really like about the new, this Smooth McGroove throwing down these fucking acapella versions all the time. Super good. Before I load this up, I do want to say, if you haven't played Breath of the Wild yet, something I really like that it does is it's very minimalist. Whereas like all of these other things were very like sweeping orchestras, which is, and it still works, and you still get that same Zelda feeling. And I'll have to see if I can find something we can play before we wrap this up. But this is again a classic.
Yeah, absolutely. I love almost all of Zelda's songs, especially the one that you linked us, KK. It's such a calming song to listen to.
Yeah. And there's not a single bad song in the entire game series. Even the shitty one, Skyward Sword. The soundtrack is still beautiful.
Yeah.
Another one that at Final Fantasy VI was another one of those. It's another one of those SNES. Like SNES, I gotta say, just had the best RPGs. And these ridiculous orchestras. Not this particular song, I guess, but what's the? Watch, hold on.
I don't know if I would say that SNES had the best RPGs. Because the PS1 and the PS2 had some fantastic RPGs.
They did. I don't know. I feel like a lot of them are just overrated. And not to say that I don't like, for example, like...
I'm not talking about Final Fantasy VII. I'm talking about things like Dragon Quest VIII.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's a good example of... like this, when you're just walking around the world map. Like I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you've played this recently.
It's been quite some time.
Hashtag classic.
Yeah, I remember it.
But yeah, here. Let me see. Just before we wrap here. Because I know you haven't really gotten to play.
There is actually one more that I did fail to bring up, and that's because it's more of a specific scenario, and that is in Mechasol 2. There's a boss battle that you have to go up against in a tiny robot suit, and you're up against a giant, just absolute monster spider of a mech. And it's Getting Away with Murder that's playing as you're in this intense battle, and it just goes so well with it.
Wait, are you referring to the Papa Roach song? Because I'm gonna just
yes,
I'm gonna just kill myself right now. If that's
yes, absolutely, I am.
All right, so you're done. You're done. You're done. No, I'm kidding. Shit.
Did you guys ever play any of the Mech Assaults?
Yeah.
No, I've never played Mechasol.
They were a great 2 games in my opinion. And then there's also which I just found out, apparently a third one, which is on Steam currently, and it's actually free to play as well.
I'll throw that on next. But if you haven't gotten to hear Breath of the Wild, and again another serene, very like it makes you feel like you're about to adventure, but it's very relaxing at the same time.
You mean MechWarrior Online?
Oh no, I'm talking about Zelda right now.
okay.
My bad. I thought you heard this. Oh, we're hearing this. That's my bad. But yeah, when you first load up Breath of the Wild, so Breath of the Wild, I would say has arguably, even though it's very different, arguably as good of a theme as a soundtrack rather as Ocarina of Time. It's just really well constructed. And then here, let's we have 15 here.
Yeah. It's right now it's very much fresh in everybody's mind, but the soundtrack for this game is probably going to stand up in like big time levels.
I wouldn't be, and I mean, I actually keep kind of hate to circle back to Zelda because you got me on it, and I just Breath of the Wild was such a good game. I was really taken aback. I think like the way that the game is designed and the way that like from sound to the way you explore and everything, it's going to have a huge impact on games going forward. You're going to see a lot of like there's already open world games, but this
You talk about dynamic music.
right.
Yeah, it's getting better and better as time goes on, and it does some amazing things sometimes.
I mean, what I was playing again was on the Zelda thing was just the intro theme, so wasn't even a boss theme, and it's just I don't know. Music's getting really good in games, so I mean I completely understand. It's the only reason I can pin Chrono Trigger as like favorite soundtrack is 100%. Like I just the nostalgia, and I play Chrono Trigger, and it's just had such a large impact on my life. But as I grow up, yeah, I definitely hear Zelda, Ocarina of Time, or all the Final Fantasy games, or even again, I'm gonna circle back to Breath of the Wild. Like I hear these soundtracks, and it's like super good.
Yeah. I'm gonna link you the Final Fantasy 15 main theme, because that one was the final boss fight, and that one was the one that really stuck with me. But the main theme is definitely really good too.
Hold on. Actually, and as you're linking me that, I'm gonna go to Final Fantasy 6 one more time because this shit always gets me.
Yeah, Final Fantasy has been a really good series for music over the years. It's been hit or miss sometimes, but every game has had at least one song that was really good.
This is another theme that just got you hype as shit. Was the, and I know they always do like a similar theme, but this one's always kind of really stuck with me. And maybe again, it's like nostalgia for me, but it's just very like funky and very fast paced, and you're like, yeah, I'm fucking shit up, dude. You got anything else after this, Hefe?
No, as far as themes go, negative.
Yeah, really kind of getting all over the place here with as far as the music, but I mean, like it's all good music, like, and
You get to talk video games. You go, you can talk for hours just about.
I mean,
yeah, exactly. That's why I'm trying to
we
make sure we don't
going
go.
to talk about games. We could easily just go into Steam Summer Sale that's happening right now.
Oh, you mean how the servers crashed yesterday when it fucking
Oh my
originally launched?
goodness.
I remember Pacific time, 5 p.m. Like when everyone got off work and essentially got home. It was like 5:30. Boom! The servers just took a fat shit because literally everyone on the East Coast and West Coast is like, "What the fuck's on sale?" Here, actually, just for lulz, I'm gonna pull up my wish list so you guys can fucking see. I was told, I was like, out of your 200 games, you have shit, what? Like 170 of them on sale. So look, I can just go down this list right now and you'll see most of the shit's on sale. Literally everything. Yo, Blackguards 2 is $2 right now? Oh, I'm getting fucking fucked. Jesus Christ.
If I just start scrolling, I'm honestly gonna forget that.
Dude,
we're
Metal
on
Gear
this
Solid
podcast.
5
I'm
is
just gonna start
$3.99.
looking.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's why I'm kind of, I'm
Steam
just,
sales are ridiculous.
yeah, I'm just going through it real quick so people can see. Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna talk about fucking, look, the original Turok, how is that fucking $4? It doesn't even make sense. Fucking, I'd murder a child for that, to be just 99 cents, because that makes sense. But yeah, I don't, look, have we found anything that isn't on sale? Here, hang on. I'm gonna just start power
Yeah, it's a
scrolling.
big
Oh,
sale. I think what they're doing is they're just throwing up one big sale instead of like doing the daily thing they used to.
Yeah, it looks like it, because everything I've clicked on, like, here, I'll just click on something
They
random.
just
here.
said, hey, all this shit's on sale. Here's the sale price. It's this way until July 5th.
Yeah, it looks that way. Yep. And, like, legitimately everything I've clicked on is it says like it's good until July 5th. So I like how I got all these fucking just random ass fucking games all the time too.
I don't know. I almost kind of prefer when it's like a day-by-day sale basis. Because I feel like it kind of makes you want to come back and look at it every single day, and it'll make you explore different options.
Yeah.
Well, I agree. There's so many games on Steam now that they have so much to look through for that.
Yeah. They're
And
basically.
it's really,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
they just probably have a algorithm now that puts one most popular games that are on sale up front, and then just kind of plops down the rest.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, like, you legitimately would have to be. They would have to plan all this shit out like months in advance.
Like
they're
they
gonna-
used to.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly. But like, it would be incredibly tedious just because of all of the fucking shit. So it's like. Anyway, I don't know. Unless you guys want to mention anything else to our fans here of the Diamond Crusaders.
Um,
Don't do
Only thing that I
podcasts at 4 in the morning.
Oh, I mean that's true. I mean, we're not going to get any. Well, hey, we got a couple. We got 4 views right now, but we are wrapping up.
we're internet famous now, boys.
Yeah.
The only thing that I can think of is, would you guys like to do a gaming chat on Friday and then possibly a anime focused one on Saturday? Because I feel like that's when all the new anime is coming out, mainly is Saturday, Sunday, depending on time.
I'm willing to 2-part it, but I would have to say do Sunday if anything, mostly because you get Dragon Ball Super, and I mean if there's something I'm going to be talking about, it's going to be Berserk, Dragon Ball Super, and when and for those who don't know, Anime Expo happens soon in Los Angeles or San Francisco. Rumor has it they're going to announce JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Season 5. So, I mean, you're
Oh
going to
my
hear,
goodness.
yeah, you're going to hear me talking a shit ton about JoJo's, because fucking deal. So,
Yada to say.
yeah, yada yada. But yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I would absolutely love to do that. KK, how are you feeling about the idea?
Could be interesting.
Well, let's. I mean, we can leave it up to the fans because I mean, I'm still obviously throwing this out. So, hey, anybody watching? If you guys would like to hear us talk about anime, we could do it either late Saturday or midday Sunday. So, please leave your comments below. Let us know. You can follow me on Twitch if you want to see us play games. I'm actually probably going to just start streaming our games here to YouTube. So if you just subscribe me, you'll see us whenever we're going to go ahead and play. But this has been Orange Joe. We also have Call Me Jefe.
Later, guys.
And KK.
Good night.
Yeah. So if you guys got nothing else, thank you for watching.